I'm Jessica Cabrera, a creative art therapist, mom, wife, Latina, and the voice behind Serenity Through Art. This podcast was created from real life as a mom taking my child from one place to another while also working as a clinician. I often wonder, how could I stay connected to creativity and to other therapists when life is constantly moving? That's how Art Therapy on the Go was born. This podcast is for therapists, helping professionals and creatives who want to stay connected to creativity while navigating busy lives and meaningful work. Because this space is truly on the go, you might hear background sounds along the way. This isn't a meditation space. It's a place where I share art therapy insights, reflections, and studio aftercare ideas you can explore when you have the time. I also be inviting therapists and creatives who use art as a way to express themselves and connect with others. And to the empowered Serenities listening, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome back to Serenity Through Art Podcast, Art Therapy on the Go. I'm Jessica Cabrera, Empowered Serenities. Let's begin. So today we're talking about self-care, something therapists, helping professionals, and creatives often talk about, but don't always give ourselves enough of it. I'm one of them. As clinicians, we spend so much time holding space for others, for our clients, students, and families, that sometimes we forget to hold space for ourselves. The work we do can be meaningful, important, but it can also be emotionally demanding. Over time, that emotional weight can build if we don't create small moments to release and reconnect with ourselves. Self-care doesn't always have to be something big. Sometimes it can be something small and creative that helps us reset during the day. So one way I like to think about this is through micro creative practices, meaning simple art moments that take just a few minutes. For example, you might take a few minutes to draw a line that represents your energy. It could represent anything. After a session or a long day, you might choose a color that reflects your mood and fill a small space on paper. Or you might write a word or a short reflection that captures how you are feeling in that moment, in that precise moment. These practices don't have to be perfect. Does not have to be perfect. That's the key word. Or even doesn't have to even make sense. The goal is simply to give yourself a small creative space to process and reconnect. Before we close today's short episode, I want to invite you into a brief studio aftercare moment focused on self-care. If you have a few minutes later today or now, take a piece of paper and choose 2 colors. With the first color, make marks on the page that represents the energy or stress, anything that you want it to represent. You may be carrying from the day, anything that you carry from the day, sessions, responsibilities, conversations, or anything that felt heavy. Then pause for breath. With the second color, slowly add marks that represent care, softness, or support for yourself. Notice how the 2 colors interact on the page. There's no need to change or fix the first marks. Just simply allow the second color to exist alongside of them. This small creative practice is a reminder that even when we hold space for others, we can still create space for ourselves. Thank you for spending this time in creative reflection. Remember, you can care deeply for others while still creating space for yourself. To the empowered Serenities listening, stay grounded, stay creative, and move gently through your work. I'll see you next time on Serenity Through Art Podcast, Art Therapy on the Go.